Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel where we talk about tech and all things related to tech. Today we're diving into Adobe Illustrator, your ultimate tool to creating logos, illustrations. In this crash course, I will walk you through the basics so you can create your first design. And let's jump right into it. So first things first, if you have not installed Adobe Illustrator yet, you can go ahead onto adobe.com. You'd be able to get a free trial from there or else buy it as well. Once you've installed the software on your computer, now you can proceed to attempt to create your designs. All right, for a very brief introduction, when you fire the software up, it looks like this. This gives you the introductory dashboard. Here on the left side of your screen, you have your navigational panel. You can click on New Files. You can click on New File to get started on a new project. When you do so, a pop-up dialog box is going to appear and provide you with the different options of files you can work on. As you can see on top of the dialog box, you have different templates, such as mobile templates, web templates, and print templates, and so much more, even for video and films as well. For this demonstration, we're going to work on a print template with an A4 size. So by navigating on the different options of sizes that we have, we can click on the page that we want. And if we want a custom size, we can also navigate to the right side of the dialog box and adjust the size accordingly. Once you've specified your details for your project, you can click on Create and you'll be provided with your new page. To work on Illustrator, understanding the workspace is very essential. The most key areas of Illustrator are found on the three cardinals of your workspace. On the left side, you have your toolbar. The toolbar consists of different tools by which you can make shapes, make adjustments to those shapes, add text, and also so many more advanced editing options. The second one would be on top of your screen. This consists of different drop-down menus by which you can go through and make further adjustments. Files is usually used for opening new projects, saving the project that you're working on, inviting editors, exporting the file. Object is where you would be able to edit specific objects within your design, by which you can shape and manipulate your specific targeted objects. The remaining also have different advanced features such as effects and texts. By going through all of these, you would be able to find all the tools that you would need to further make advanced adjustments to your designs. Next up would be your control bar. Underneath the header, you'll find this section. This section is going to be dependent on the object or the tool you're working on, so it's going to be a more specialized design editing section. Last but not least, on the right side of your screen, you'll find your panel. On your panel, you have different options to edit symbols, brushes, colors, gradients, and also make adjustments to your layers and artboards. By navigating to the right top side of your screen, you can click on Switch Workspace and select the specific workspace that's going to be best suited for your work output. If you're painting, it's going to be a different workspace that you're going to select. If you're doing essential graphic design, you're going to select Essentials and Classics. And by doing so, and for this and for this demonstration, we're going to go ahead and click Essentials Classics, and that should provide us with the basic tools that we're going to need for the workflow. All right, with that brief introduction of the workspace, now let's jump on to working with the tools. On the left side of your screen, as I mentioned earlier, you have your tools. To get started with Illustrator, since it's a vector-based designing software, we're going to get started with shapes. You're going to click on the rectangle tool. For a shortcut, you can also click on M, and that will provide you with the starter. By clicking and holding on this icon, you can also have the option to view the different shapes that you can work with. To alternate from these provided options, you can go down through the list. You can click on Alt and click on the tool itself simultaneously. Once you've found the tool that you want to create, you can go ahead and navigate to your page and simply click and drag to the shape that you want it to be. And by clicking Shift, you would make sure that its shape remains proportional. And same goes for the other types of shapes. Next up would be adding text to your designs. To add text, you can click on the text option and click on the one that you would want to work with, and that will provide you with the orientation of your desire. And after that, you can go ahead onto your paper and left click and drag onto the space that you'd want the text holder to be created. To make adjustments to a specific object, you would use your control bar. By selecting the specific object, as you can see on the control bar, you're provided with different properties of that object. If you like to make adjustments to the color, you can select all of the letters within that text holder by pressing Control A. Once you've done that, you can click on the drop down arrow within the colors control bar. Now it's time to go through the remaining section of the control bar and perhaps adjust the font family, the size, and paragraph layouts. The first section of your panel adjusts the size and the location of the specific object. And the second one is dedicated to appearance, such as colors, stroke, and opacity. By clicking on opacity and toggling the percentage, you'd be able to make difference on the object selected. Next up would be to adjust the character. This is going to be designated when working with vectors. Direct selection tool is very essential as well. This is located on the first row of your toolbar. By selecting this and selecting the specific age of your object that you want to edit, you'd be able to make adjustments to that portion only. On the right and left side of that point are going to be handles. These handles allow you to adjust the curvature between the point and the adjacent point. By simply clicking and dragging that handle, you'd make adjustment to that curve. The third and most essential tool is going to be the magic wand. The magic wand is used to select objects with similar appearances. Once you click on this tool and hover to the object that you want to be selected, and by simply clicking on it, you would see that similar objects within your design that have the same property are going to be automatically selected. Last but not least, from the major tools that we have the line segment and the paintbrush. Once you click on the paintbrush tool, you can navigate to the right side of your screen and click on brushes from your panels. This allows you to access your paintbrush library. By clicking on the brush library menu icon on the bottom, you'd be able to see a drop-down list of different types of brushes. And now you can left click on your mouse and drag through the shape that you want to be created. And there you have it. A shape with that brush type has been created. With that in mind, if you would like to manage your layers, you can click on layers on the right side of your screen, and this allows you to work with different layers. Layers are important when you're working in Illustrator to be able to manage your file in a more organized way. To add a new layer, you can navigate to the bottom side of this dialog box and click on Create New Layer. By clicking on the toggles visibility, you can make the layer disappear on a temporary basis and open it up when you would like to see it. Next up is going to be artboards. Artboards are going to be essential for multiple paged projects. As you can see, for now, we only have one artboard, and if you'd like to add a more artboard for your design, perhaps if you have a booklet design, you can click on New Artboard. This is going to provide you with additional pages that are called artboard within Illustrator. With this basic knowledge of the workspace and the tools within Illustrator, let's say you have finalized your project and you'd like to save it. It's as simple as clicking on File on top of your screen, and as you can see, you can save it or export it. By clicking Save as it is a new project, you're going to click on Save on your computer and specify the file type you want to be used. So for starters, this is pretty much a good introduction for Adobe Illustrator Workspace, and I hope you found this video helpful. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.